All right, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a little fired up about this one, man. This one was inspired by a conversation I had with a buddy of mine earlier. What am I always talking about? It's the same shit. Ain't nothing new if you've been following me. I'm always talking about putting out content. The reason why, the value of it, the long-term value of a building brand. Funny thing though, like what I keep running into with all my friends though, is like it's just excuse after excuse why they're not putting out content. Like, and I'm talking about these excuses are getting good. Like these are some legitimate fucking excuses. Like excuses that are so good that I don't even dare to like give them any backlash. It's just like, all right, bro, that's what you're going through. I get this. I get this is what your life is made of right now. But I'm fed up. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of all the excuses. Like either you putting out content, you communicating with the world, or you not. Like you haven't figured out the value of communication yet. Like I'm at a place where like I don't care about capitalizing on opportunities that equal money because where I'm at, trying to create legacy, look, money is the last thing I need, right? As long as I have the ability to put out information and communicate, I have all the tools that I need to build the legacy that I'm trying to leave, you know what I'm saying, for my life and my family, obviously. But like the fact that I have a cell phone, I can put out content, I have no excuses. Like all my excuses are gone. So, like my buddies tell me that, this ain't right, that ain't right. I gotta find a new job. Man, all that shit is just look, bro. It's never gonna be the right time. It's never gonna be the right time to start your thing and to start creating, right? We don't really know what creation is, but like, dude, when you inspired to do it and you inspired to like bring an idea from your head and materialize it and bring it to the physical world, when you're inspired to do that, you got to go hard. You got to take advantage of it. Like right now, like I was supposed to do this podcast hours ago, but like distraction after distraction been popping up. Like shit happens. But I was determined to get this message out because I feel like this is something that a lot of people needed to hear. A lot of people needed to hear this message about giving up the excuses. All you doing is communicate. Do you speak English? If you can understand the words that I'm speaking right now, yeah, you fucking speak English and you know how to communicate. So it's like after that, the next part, the only thing I can think of why people are not putting out content is because they still haven't figured out the value of it, the purpose of it, the reason of it. Um, it's all about what you're looking for, I guess. I guess it's all about what you want out of life, but I don't want to hear no excuses or complaining out of nobody because the internet made it to where we can all live happy lives. I'm sorry, like I think it's room for everybody. That's just what I'm under the impression of. I'm convinced that it's just room for all of us out here. No more excuses, man. I'm done with it. I gave it up. Like I said, like man, times have changed, bro. Times have changed. Like money is not what it means no more. It's just not. It's not the answer to your problems. Like even if you hit the lottery, I was talking to my buddy about this interesting book I read, The Happiness Hypothesis. Lottery winners are miserable in about 36 months after winning the lottery. Like if you hit for a few million, it might seem good on surface level, but your family is about to turn against you and your friends are about to turn against you. It's gonna seem like fake love. They gonna hit you up. They gonna say what up. But really they just draining you. That's all they doing. So man, it's about perspective, man. Perspective at the end of the day. Like the fact that I still have my vocals, man. Like I seen a story about a chick who got into a terrible car accident right after her prom. She can't speak no more. You know, she can't use her voice to communicate. So she has an excuse. But if you still have your arms, your legs, your limbs, your voice, and you can speak, you can contribute the conversation. Like one of the debates I had with my buddy was, why he don't put out content on social media. He said he feels like he's not, qualified to speak on something he hasn't done. I was like, okay, why not just speak on what you have done or what you are qualified to speak on? You have information that people lack. No man can stop you from putting out that information. If you're a human being, I feel like you damn near have an obligation to forward information, right? So I'm like, you don't have to get on there and talk about stuff that that you didn't do or that you haven't lived. Stay in your lane. It's that simple. But what you're doing is you're building an audience around the things that you believe in, the things that you're passionate about, you know. So, excuse me. You're building an audience around what you love, so that way you weeding out all the people who don't fuck with what you believe in, or don't value the things that you value. You can weed those people out by just talking about what you actually do believe in, right? And naturally, opinions are going to conflict, but that's perfectly fine, because you're not that's not the audience that you're looking for. You're looking for the people who understand where you're coming from. And I don't care what you're talking about, bro. You could be talking about, and I'm about to say some crazy shit here, but you could be talking about fucking pigs, right? Like, actually fucking pigs. So, like, as weird as that shit sound, you could talk about that. You could put out a podcast around fucking pigs, and you're gonna start to build an audience around that. All right, you're gonna attract some weird ass people, and yeah, that's just a whole rabbit hole I really don't want to go down. But I say that to just emphasize, it don't matter what the message is. Like, communicate. If you like Pokemon cards, communicate. Just talk about Pokemon cards. So I'm okay with it. To a degree, it's all good. From my viewpoint, my vantage point, I'm okay with the excuses that people make. Right? It gives me ammunition. It gives me this content that I can give to y'all and let y'all know what I'm just generally experiencing on a day-to-day basis. Like, the excuses all around me, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I set up shop in mom's basement. Like, you know what I'm saying? I suffocated my excuses. So, like, I'm just gonna be that example, man. And I'm done talking. Like, you either talking about it, thinking about it, or you doing something about it. So it's like they say, the three types of people in the world: making it happen, watching it happen, or wondering what happened. Who the fuck are you? So keep on making y'all excuses, but at the end of the day, the fastest way to get whatever it is that you're looking for out of life is putting out fucking content. And it's only a few apps that you got to put the content out on. So it's like, I don't care if you're trying to get the job of your dreams. I don't care if you're trying to bring awareness to a disease, breast cancer, or like raise money for charity. It don't matter what you're trying to accomplish. You still need attention to accomplish that. And with the right communication, you can generate that attention. Social media is the way, okay? But like I said, I was fired up. I was passionate to do this from y'all, because I want all my friends to know where I'm coming from. When I say I'm just fucking done, I'm done with y'all excuses, bro. Like, I got a couple friends, you know what I'm saying? They working overtime at their jobs. I clearly told them the disadvantages of working overtime. It takes away from being able to do what you love. But I know people that are in certain life situations where they need extra money. So it's like, it's all good, man. I'm empathetic for what y'all going through. But I suffocated my excuses, and I'm glad I'll be able to use this piece of content in 10 years and say, remember when I was, in mom's basement recording. you know, um, Nothing made sense at the time. You couldn't really hear what I'm saying, but now my words hold more weight now. So, like, this video is gonna be fun in 10 years. I can't wait to use this as historical reference. But if y'all haven't already, y'all, listen, go ahead and subscribe right now, because the podcast finna get turned up. About to be putting out a lot more. Just communicating. Simple, right? Not hard at all. Try to deliver that value. Try to give y'all something that y'all can take away and even apply to y'all life. And like I said, it's not about getting anything in return, man. Just putting out value and letting the universe give you your returns. But that's it for this one, y'all. I'll catch y'all on the next one.